I try my best not to give a care at all when it comes to things about religion, specifically with Catholicism and the Pope. But I was actually digging this Pope Francis. As much as I give a shit less about religion and Catholicism, I was actually liking what this guy was doing. The messages that he was sending out there, the compassion, the everything, the whole package. The fact that he looked like a guy that had an ounce of pop culture knowledge, like, he seemed a bit more personable than previous popes. And then there was this meeting he had with Kim Davis, the social worker that basically got sent to jail for not doing her job, and wasn't allowing the processing of their county clerk's position, or whatever the hell her exact position was, of processing paperwork for same-sex couples, because she finds it, immorally wrong based on her religious beliefs and all that shit. Anyways, the Kim Davis story's been repeated 1,000 times. So this lady gets an audience with the Pope, Pope Francis, on his first ever trip to the United States, and after it's done, she's in the press saying how the Pope told her to stay strong, how brave she was to do what she did and all this shit. And I'm like, I cannot believe my fucking ears and eyes that the Pope would come to America for the first time and give someone like this the time of day. I don't care if it wasn't his decision, if Vatican officials set up or whatever. He is guilty by association for even holding this meeting. Of all the possible anything else's that the Pope could have been doing, could have been hearing, could have been praying for, could have been, I don't know, eating at a different place. It doesn't matter. And I don't care if it was just 10 minutes out of his day. It's no big deal. I don't care. He could have been doing 10 minutes of anything else than giving this bitch the time of day. Than giving her the opportunity to go to the press and make it look like this was a big conservative win, that they got an audience with the Pope for what this lady did, and she was told that she was brave by the Pope himself. Huh. I'm sorry, but fuck Pope Francis. I'm sorry. And I'm sorry if that offends you. But you know what? If this is a guy that is going to give someone like this the time of day, this would be like me working at a restaurant as a vegetarian and being a waiter there and being like, I'm sorry, I can't sell you anything. I can't bring you out any food on here that is meat in it because it's against my beliefs. I'm sorry, no, you shouldn't be murdering animals to feed your belly. Much like how this lady doesn't feel that the homosexuals should be married because it's morally against her beliefs. Like, this is ridiculous that someone like this has been given the time of day. And yes, I know the Pope meets with hardened criminals and stuff like that. This Pope Francis went to a jail here in Philadelphia while he was on his U.S. visit. I get all that. The problem is, that isn't going to get spun the next day. Like, you aren't going to hear the inmates saying, oh, the Pope can, he exonerated me for being a rapist and blah, blah, blah. Like, you're not going to hear things like that. It's seen as a gracious gesture to reach out to the hardened criminals, to have a Christmas dinner with them or something like that you'll see popes or high-ranking religious officials do. But this Kim Davis, this lawbreaker, this lady that broke the law for the name of religion, is getting an audience with the Pope. I'm sorry, but that offends the ever-loving shit out of me. I talk to homeless families. I don't know, buy a homeless family new clothes, anything else other than talking to Kim Davis. I don't care if it was just 10 minutes. It's the message beyond 10 minutes that this spreads. And again, I had no issue with a single thing that this Pope did, other than standing firm in some archaic belief system. Other than that, I thought he was making tremendous strides in bettering the relationship between believers and non-believers and people that are oppressed by religion on top of religion itself. But man, that went all out the door. Fuck this Pope Francis. I'm sorry. You're going to give someone like that the time of day? Let them speak out from their own pulpit. Don't give them something to give them an even higher perch to stand on, saying, I talked to the Pope. He heard me, and he told me I was brave for doing what I did. Way to go, Pope! Way to go, Pope Francis! You gave some stubborn, stuck-up religious cunt, and you turned her into a symbol of praise. A symbol of praise now. Way to go. And I don't care. The Vatican can try and say, you know, oh, this wasn't done to be an endorsement. It doesn't fucking matter. Too little, too fucking late. You held a meeting and you told her she was brave. You told her to stay strong and all that shit. Too late. The damage has already been done. The damage has already been done. I don't want to hear from the Vatican that, you know, oh, the Pope meets with a lot of people and this and that. Too little, too late. Sorry, Pope. You fucked up. You done fucked up. This just pisses me off. Because, again, I saw Pope Francis as someone who was, you know, really helping bridge that gap between the hatred there is for religion and the rightfulness that religion can do. They just threw Kim Davis into the middle of that. What a colossal fuck-up. On top of that, Kim Davis isn't even Catholic. Like, I could almost kind of sort of understand it if it was a Catholic and he wanted to talk to her and say, like, you know, you're really giving the Catholic Church a bad name for doing what you did. But that's not even it. It just blows my mind. It blows my mind this happened. I literally cannot believe that this happened. Because I thought this Pope was better than that. Sadly mistaken. Sadly mistaken. Anyway, what do you guys think about this? I know it's really nothing that's that major in the grand scheme of things. But again, in a day and age where religion is struggling to survive in many circles, and the hatred towards religion that can be dispelled from a U.S. visit like this to the Pope just gets a big fat quagmire thrown in the middle of it. Like, is the Vatican that fucking stupid? Like, I mean, I know religion is generally stupid. Sorry if that offends you, but how can it be this fucking dumb? It's just mind-blowing that they would do something this fucking dumb. Anyways, have a good day, everyone. Sorry if I offended any religious people out there, but I have really no love lost for religion as a former believer myself. But anyways, I don't want to go off on that. Have a good day, everyone.